Welcome to Midnight Stories, where we uncover the deep truths of human emotion, connection, and power one story at a time. So, you decided to go silent. You stopped texting, stopped calling, and thought maybe, just maybe, she'd start to miss you, that she'd realize what she lost. But days turned into weeks and nothing happened. She didn't come back. She didn't reach out. She seemed fine, maybe even thriving, and now you're here, wondering, why isn't my silence affecting her? Let's break this down. Here's the truth. Silence only works when it's not a tactic, when it comes from a place of genuine control, a place of strength, not insecurity. And most men, they go silent hoping it'll make her chase. But when your silence is performative, when it's a test, women can sense it. She's not reacting because she knows you're still emotionally entangled. You're quiet, but still craving her response, and that gives her the power. So how do you shift that balance? You don't do it by waiting. You do it by transforming, and that's where Stoic philosophy comes in. The Stoics believed in one key thing: control what you can, release what you can't. You can't control how she feels, whether she misses you or if she'll come back. But you can control you, your thoughts, your habits, your presence. Here's how you regain control and shift the power back to you. First, detach from the outcome. That means stop hoping for a text. Stop checking her stories. Stop watching for signs. Your silence should be for you, for your peace, your clarity, your growth. Practice voluntary discomfort. Get up early. Train hard. Embrace solitude. The Stoics did this to build strength of mind. Discomfort isn't punishment, it's power. Every moment you choose discomfort, you build resilience. You train yourself to stop needing validation. Third, turn your pain into purpose. Use this silence to rebuild, to rediscover who you were before her and who you want to be now. Read, create, learn. Silence becomes powerful when it's filled with growth. Because eventually, she might notice. She might sense the shift, not from what you say, but from who you've become. But by then, it won't matter, because your silence won't be about her anymore. It will be about peace. And real power. That's when you no longer need them to feel it. Thanks for watching. If this message spoke to something deep inside you, you know what to do. This is Midnight Stories. We'll see you in the next one. Let's go deeper. Silence isn't just the absence of noise, it's the presence of intention. The reason your silence isn't affecting her is because it's still about her. And that's what needs to change. You see, when you go silent expecting a reaction, you're still playing the game. You're still on the board. She's the player. You're the piece. True silence, the kind that shifts energy, isn't reactive. It's not emotional. It's not a weapon. It's a shield. It's you stepping off the battlefield completely. She's not reaching out. Good. That's space. Now fill that space with something real. Ask yourself, what have I neglected? What part of myself have I silenced just to be heard by someone else? How much of my identity was built around being wanted instead of being whole? That's the inner work. And Stoicism isn't about being cold, it's about being calm. It's not about shutting down, it's about showing up for yourself. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. So stop waiting for her to notice. Start making you impossible to ignore, not to her, but to yourself. Start showing up in your body, in your discipline, in your presence. Because the more grounded you become, the less her silence matters. And ironically, that's when your silence finally begins to speak. Speak of self-respect. Speak of growth. Speak of a man who doesn't chase but attracts. Not by force, not by pretending, but by becoming. And look, this isn't easy. Some days, the silence will feel heavy, like a storm with no thunder. You'll want to reach out, break the stillness, say something just to feel heard, but resist. That silence, that's your mirror. That's where the real work is done. Because when you can sit in your solitude without breaking, you're no longer trying to win her back. You're winning you back. That's the shift. That's the power. Pause, let the words settle, and if you're still here, listening, feeling this in your chest, then you're already different from who you were at the beginning of this video. Hold on to that. This isn't about revenge. It's about release. Let her go. Let the outcome go. Let the silence become your sanctuary, not your prison, because in the end, the loudest power move you'll ever make isn't shouting, isn't posting, isn't proving anything to anyone. It's walking away without saying a word, because you finally remembered You were never trying to be chosen. You were learning to choose yourself. This is Midnight Stories, where your healing becomes your legacy. We'll be back soon with more stories to help you rise in the dark.